As me talking to my off-screen cousin. Onward Gamer, will you play a full game with me? Yeah, I've got a really nice Zithian Shambler deck. It's a lot of fun. It kicks the computer's ass because the computer does not know how to deal with Zithian Shambler. I should have played a Wildwood there. That was a bad move. It's just automatic. I see an Echo Wisp. I want to play him, especially first turn. Gives them something to deal with. Echo Wisp first turn basically means unless they've got an Epidemic in their hand, they have to sacrifice 2 creatures or take 12 damage, or sacrifice 1 creature and take 6 damage. Oh, that's right, this is a Dryad deck, isn't it? I totally forgot about that. So my next move, based on what they play, is looking like it's going to be a Dryad and Everhound, just to get some pump action happening. But if they play something that needs to be dealt with, I will Gemhide Basher it. Everhound is such a crap card. So crap, but so necessary in these very specific circumstances. What's particularly bad about Everhounds? 2-3 to start with, which is rubbish, but you get 2 of them. 4-5, which is bad, and then 6-7. 6-7 third level is so useless. Zymus deck. Zymus is another one of those cards that a lot of people are saying is broken. I'm okay with it. I think there needs to be more Metasculpt type cards, because currently the only way to get rid of a Zymus is to Metasculpt it or Energy Prison it and just hope that they don't have a way of killing their own cards, or anything that takes down its health, that takes down its attack. Bramblewood. You don't see a lot of Bramblewoods out, mainly because it's a crappy card. I don't know why he has that, unless he's playing some kind of wall deck. So I'm going to have an undefended Spring Dryad and 2 Everhounds. Yeah, I might even chuck the Spring Dryad out in front of the Bramblewood, just because then I know he won't lose a lot of health. I won't do much damage, but like I said, I'm very much used to playing stall decks, and so doing damage early on is not something I'm particularly good at. So that's Battle, Spring Dryad, and then double Everhounds over in the corner. Now, if he can pump his Bramblewood, I'm stuffed, but hopefully he can't. Was he playing green, purple, Utera? Oh, what? That is a weird and useless hand. I guess I'll just Ferocious Roar twice, or Enrage and then Ferocious Roar. I could Soul Harvest my other hounds, but really I'd rather have them out than kill them for no reason. Soul Harvest is an interesting one. It's obviously built to be paired with Death Seekers and Zymus. It doesn't get good until level 3, and I'm not sure if it's worth... only when paired with Wildwood would I really regularly use that. Or, Vengeant Spirit? Vengeance Spirit? Whatever that card's called. Karma Onward Gamer. We spent 3 minutes doing nothing so far. So something I've noticed is that the art for all the creatures changes per level, but for, as far as I can tell, none of the spells. And I'm wondering if that's a deliberate thing or if that's a time thing. Apparently Enrage gives your bear spikes. Or maybe it's a spike bear. Bone Scythe Reaver is a card that I used to like until I read a lot about it, and people were just saying it's only good if you're already ahead. Damn you, fucking Marrow Fiend. Is there any way I can survive that? 3, 6, 7, 8. No, no matter what, my Spring Dryad is going to die. So in which case, I'm gonna Ferocious Roar twice anyway. I wish I had any creatures I could play. But this will leave me with a very nice lot of Ferocious Roars in my hand for round 2. Epidemic, Wildwood. I might Wildwood and then Epidemic. I mean, obviously based on what they play, but Wildwood Epidemic gives me at least a 1/1 out. Epidemic is a very harsh illness. Makes everyone shoot blood out of their eyes and mouth. Pretty sure that's a Loyan Warriors on there. That is an odd move. First of all, I really am so bored of Savants. I think they're just rubbish to play against. So now there's no need for Epidemic. So I might as well get a Frostwild going. And a Wildwood ready for round 2. I play a lot. My stall deck, my main deck I play is a stall deck, and it's Aloyan, and it's full of battlefield, the tacticians, battleground tacticians. So I automatically always leave my center row open, even when it's a different deck. I've played that deck for about 2 months straight, and so a lot of my habits are just really based around it. So I got a Soul Harvest with a Wildwood out, which is always nice. The trouble is I need to play a spell first to trigger it. So based on what he plays, I'm thinking Epidemic, and then Soul Harvest my 1/1, which will get me a free 1/1, and then I can either enrage someone or play a Spring Dryad. If I could play a Spring Dryad first, and then I can't. It's not possible. Okay, I can play Spring Dryad, Soul Harvest my Frost Wild after he attacks, getting me a free 1/1, and then enrage my Spring Dryad, getting me another 1/1. It's not the best possible play, it's just me wanting to show off the Soul Harvest Wildwood combination. They reduced the timer from 30 minutes to 20 minutes in the big update that they did recently, but they also added more games that you can play multiple games at once and just switch between them, which has really slowed the servers down, which means that you lose time every time the counter switches over, which means we actually need the 30 minutes back. What they really need to do, and I think everyone is in agreement here, is add a turn timer. Okay, I'm going to try and keep my Wildwood alive, so I'm going to enrage him, giving me a free 1/1, which I can then Soul Harvest, giving me a free 1/1, and Spring Dryad, because that is meant to be the focus of the deck. From what I've seen so far, Onward Gamer is not a very good player. Okay, I'm kind of hoping for a board wipe, because then I can Phyto Bomb and just Spring Dryad, pump it up right up, and then Echo Wisp and pump it even further. But that would be a very specific board wipe where my Spring Dryad survives and everyone else dies. Alternatively, I've got a good Root Forged at the moment, because I've got all Utera in my hand, and then I can just ferociously roar. Which would pump my Spring Dryad up as much as an Echo Wisp anyway, as well as helping everyone else out. So my next move is going to depend entirely on whether he wipes the board or not. Phytobomb, the 1/1 everywhere, 3/3 everywhere, and then 5/5 only for you, is actually, I really don't like the level 3 of this. It should be like a level 3 should be you get 5/5s and they get 1/1s, because the main reason you use it is just to fill the board with things. And so it not only removes that in its level 3, but it's like 5/5 everywhere is not that good. I've never actually managed to use that to my advantage. It's going to Bone Scythe my Spring Dryad, I'm guessing. Yep. Fucking Savants. I cannot stand them. Can I kill him this turn? What I might do is, just because it's a nice combo that I enjoy, Phyto Bomb and then Ferocious Roar. Giving him too many targets to actually hit with his Dark Shaper. Yeah, just giving you a board full of stuff and him nothing, and he has to deal with that. Frostwild, I really wish I had more of these. It's such a nice card. It's not powerful, but it's just so good with Savants. Not Savants, with Dryads. It is also really good with Savants. It's cool art too. His little panther friend. So this is a, it looks like it's a humanoid kind of tiger creature who has a pet. Cultivate. Cultivate is a card that I like. I've just never managed to use it well. The only time I had a chance to use it well was before the patch that fixed it. So they had botanomated me and I had to cultivate in my hand. I got really excited, but couldn't use it. Useless to me. Okay, so his dark shape is dead. I just have to decide how I want to kill it. Basically, I can play 3 creatures, eliminating his guys, but leaving me with nothing on the board. So let's Echo Wisp to take these 2 out, even though my guys will die. I don't want to play... Okay. I'm going to Frostwild, take him out. And then... I'm going to Leafkin. I'm going to take the 7 from his Tree Folk. Although it goes against all of my stalling instincts, I'm going to do it. It's going to be an interesting one, because he's going to have a level 3 Zymus that I just have nothing I can do against. I should have chucked a Botanomate in here, but I did not think of it. Botanomate, that's the other card I can get rid of Zymus. Botanomate, Metasculpt, Energy Prison, and anything that reduces his attack. But the only ones that permanently get rid of him are Metasculpt and Botanomate. They need some more of those for every... They need some, not removal, like killing removal, but just some, like, disabling cards for every faction. Is that like a spaceship? Looks like there's a fan in the background. Because the lore of this game is that it's built on like an ancient civilization, so maybe that's what's happening. Okay, what's he gonna do? I'm gonna roar, which is always nice. So I'm just gonna have to kill something. Oh, okay, I can Deep Branch in front of his Tree Folk and then roar, which survives. And then I could just Wildwood in front of his Wildwood. Oh no, but then I only get 2 cards, so that's not really an option. So I'm going to Wildwood in front of his Tree Folk and then roar. Unless he plays something amazing like an Enrage, that will not change my decision. His Zymus is going to end up in that, either in the same square or the square next to it, but I can't do anything about that, so I'm just going to ignore it. Oh yes, I can. I can put my... when I roar, I'll get a 3/3, which I'm going to put in front of Zymus. Haha. And then I'll level up Leaf Key. Oh, I should have... I should definitely have... Oh no, there's no other way to do that. That's okay. Cool. So he'll be a 11/11, I think is level 3. Yes. I reckon the timer will run out on this game before the actual game finishes, but no matter what, I'm going to call this my 3rd. I'll be able to ferociously roar, assuming my Wildwood is still alive, I can ferociously roar and chuck a 3/3 in front of his Wildwood. And then either Bash or Spring Dryad or Hunting Pack. It'd be nice to get a use out of Hunting Pack. Such a shitty card. If Hunting Pack first, then I can ferociously roar and at least get a... That'll be 6/5 out. Come on, onward gamer. Ah, Savant. So that'll take out my Wildwood. That's what I would do in his shoes anyway. Unless he really wants to get some damage through, in which case, take out my Sapling. See, I can't even bash the Dark Shaper to death, even with a Ferocious Roar. I think I'm just going to ignore him for now and see what I can get, see what mileage I can get out of a Hunting Pack. Nope, just the one. What a piece of shit. No, go away. Okay, battle. Level. Raw. Do I even want to raw now? Do I? No, I'll chuck him out. Because he can only do -6, -6 a turn. At least there'll be something against him. Doing some kind of damage. Oh, level 3 Ferocious Roar is a very nice card. 5/5, and they all get Breakthrough. I've seen that card win many games, and it's one of the good reasons to use Ferocious Roar early on. I got a Dryad, but I can't really do anything with it. I make him raw. Yeah, I'll play a Dryad, give him 5/5 and Breakthrough, and hope that he stays alive long enough to get some more creatures out. By he, I mean she. That is very clearly a girl. A very naked girl. After she... Does that do like Caterpillar, Metamorphosis, Butterfly? Naked Lady Butterfly. Come on, Onward Gamer. You have taken almost twice as long as me. Yep, I've taken 6.5. You've taken almost 12 minutes to play the same game. Come on. If I manage to wipe out my Deep Branch Prowler, which I'm fully expecting, I'll be able to progenitate level 1 and then Ferociously Roar him, which would be very nice. Especially if I play the Dryad first. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that. This deck has a shot at winning, unless he gets 8 more Savants out. That's the same book art, I reckon. I copied and pasted it. I really like what they've done with the leveling of the cards. Oh, crap. So that's -5, -5. So I'm guessing he's going to play level 1 card. Yep, and take out the Deep Branch Prowler. No, take out the Leafkin Progenitor. That's an interesting move. Okay, so I'm going to Dryad. Roar, which keeps my Leafkin alive. My Deep Branch Prowler will just die, but I can spawn a new one and pump the Dryad at the same time. I do have a Dark Shaper to face, but I'm not too worried. What I can do is Soul Harvest the Leafkin for a free card, play another Leafkin, which would... Oh, I can... Oh, man, there's options. Let's see what he does first. I don't have any way of taking out the Dark Shaper this turn. So I don't have anything that pumps my cards. But I've got some pretty scary cards out there. So unless he's had a really good draw, if he will ever play his turn... Yeah, this game is definitely going to end from time before it does from actual life lost. I really like Soul Harvest. I never play the right kind of deck to play it. I don't have any Grimgaunt Devourers, which thrive off death, and so I really want to try putting together a Grimgaunt Devourer, heaps of Death Seekers, heaps of Soul Harvests. Oh yeah, you can just wipe them all out with his Dark Shaper. I forgot about that. Who's he going to take out? Leafkin or Spring Dryad? Leafkin, definitely. Yep. Okay, well, I'm going to do at least 12 damage to him and then chuck a Root Forged in front of him. That was a dumb play, but it's too late now. The trouble with Echo Wisp is that against the Dark Shaper, they just get wiped out. But at least there's 2 of them, so he has to work for it. Now, I should have played the Echo Wisps first, because then they would have pumped my Dryad, and she would have survived. But, as I've said, I'm not particularly good at this game. We're about to switch, we're about to move up around, so I really want to play that Ferocious Roar just on the off chance it turns into a 3 for the last round. Fido Bomb and a Ferocious Roar is a nice combo, especially if he completely wipes the board. I think I'll do that. I like the Leafkin, but he's kind of less useful as the game goes on. This crazy blue hair. Is he just a brain? I don't know what's happening there. Oh, great, another Dark Shaper. Now I am fucked. So you can play anything and wipe out 2 of my creatures without taking any damage. It's going to take out the Echo Wisp and the Root Forged so that his Dark Shapers don't take any damage. Which is annoying, but it's okay because I'm just going to Fido Bomb and Ferocious Roar anyway. If I Fido Bomb first, then I take out his Dark Shaper, so I'm going to do that. I was considering doing it second, just so that I'd have something in that middle row, but when it comes down to it, I would rather take out his Dark Shaper than have 1 more creature. What a crappy hand. This is why you don't put Etherhounds and Hunting Packs in your deck, because you end up with a handful of them, and they are useless pieces of shit. I'm going to take the Hunting Pack gamble. Hope that I just get enough to be scary in some way. But I'm pretty sure I've lost it. Having said that, I've lost it, but he's got 3 minutes left, and he can't win in 3 minutes. This is why they need to increase the timer back up to 30 minutes. So yeah, he's going to play some cards in those blank slots. Use his Shaper to weaken my... Just take out the sapling in front of him, I reckon. And then I'm going to play Hunting Pack and hope that it spreads everywhere and a Ferocious Roar. I could Soul Harvest, but no, we're too close to the end of the game for that to be even remotely worth it. So yeah, let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you think of my deck, how I can and should improve it, and any tips that you have about the streaming, because I'm keen to do this again. And I like feedback. They call this the Hunting Pack Lottery. Let's see what we got. Best I can hope for is 4. 1, 2, 3, come on. No, 3 is pretty good. Ferocious Roar, attack. So leaves him with 6 health, so I can chuck anything in front of him and it'll take him out next time. Oh my god, that is a nice hand. Damn. Oh my god, I can Spring Dryad and then Frostwild to pump it, and then Root Forged Avatar to pump it even further. I can oh god. Let me play that hand. Come on, 2 minutes. You can do it. I won't win, but I just want to play this hand. Oh. Savants are just dull. Like, I'm really just sick of them. I'm really bored of them. I wish that they would fix them so that the game can go back to being, you know, something other than just play your Savant and then level it and then wait for it to come out and play it again. Dark Shaper, Flame Shaper decks. I think there's an Alolan deck that can beat them, but that's it. Like, they're ludicrously broken. I made a post on Reddit saying how I would fix them because I have opinions and the internet needs to hear them. So I'll put a link to that in the bottom as well. Oh yes, I get to play my hand. It's not going to help. I'm still fucked. But it's a nice hand. Let's play it. Bam. 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 It's going to be a really crappy Root Forged Avatar, but it only needs to take out that Shaper, so that's okay. Come on, minute 22 seconds. What can you do? What's my next hand? Oh, Ferocious Roar. Enrage. Lovely. So he's going to play something to diminish my Spring Dryad to a point where he can kill it. Yep. So Spring Dryad's dead. Or he could take out my... And then he'll play something else, take out my Frostwild. and actually have a pretty good board layout. So once those two are dead, this hand turns to a piece of crap. Being a Gemhide Basher, he'll take out the Savant, but he'll do 15 damage this turn. And in order for me to take him out, yeah, actually, I think he wins. There's no way I could, like, just based on what he has now. So there goes the Frostwild. Nope, Spring Dryad. And then battle, and then play something to... What? That was a bad play. But it doesn't matter, because I can't do a thing, because I have no creatures. The timer has run out. Nope, 14 seconds. Well played, sir. Well played. I can ferociously roar and do a little bit more damage to him, but a hand without creatures against a Savant deck is not very good. Let's see if you can just press battle before his time runs out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. He won that one, so I'm going to concede. Thus ends my first ever streaming of Solforge. Let me know what you think, and I'll do this again sometime.